Banks FX. Lord Banks FX welcomes you to this live stream of live Forex trading. A whole 3 hours of news.
We begin with that wild ride on Wall Street.
We're seeing new record highs on the S&P and NASDAQ.
Interviews.
Some will make money, some will lose money, but that's just the way the markets always work.
Analysis and live trades. So sit back, lock in, and load up your trading terminals. And let's get this rocket to blast off. Introducing your host, Lord Banks FX. Prepare for launch in 3, 2, 1.
Yo, what's good, everybody? Good morning. How we doing today? It is time for the live stream, baby. Welcome to Lord Banks FX. I'm your host, Lord Banks. I live trade Forex Monday through Friday, 12:30 a.m. Central to 3:30 a.m. Central. If you're new here, please consider subscribing. Hit that notification bell so you're notified when I go live. Also, I have the Telegram link in the description. It's free. Send out trade ideas, and if you're in there, you would have caught today's move. We caught a massive move here on gold, guys. Simple 4-hour setup, scaled in multiple positions, and actually ended up hitting the 1K for the small flipping account from $10. It took me 1 week. Currently up about 106 pips here. I still think, this thing has more movement to the downside. We had a small 30 pip stop loss, never hit it. Consolidated for a bit, then started working its way down. Definitely a phenomenal trade. Amazing trade. I hope you guys were able to catch some of this, profit some of this, and take it to the bank, baby. Anyways, so I'm not gonna jump into a trade myself because I'm still in this gold trade. Roma, what's good? We fucking killing it. Hell yeah, you are disgusting, bro. They can't stop me, bro. I'm unstoppable, man. I'm truly the best, bro. That's what it is. I definitely enjoy what I do. I have a lot of fun, and we get to catch moves like this. Just to kind of go over this move here, this is simple zone to zone trading, man. I mean, we have here on the 4-hour the identification of the zones. We have rejection, push down, try to come up again, push down, came down into the zone. Last week we were trying to catch this buy, ended up not catching it because it ended up moving yesterday. I mean, during the New York session, pushing all the way up, but it's okay. I mean, we catch the down move, it don't matter. But anyways, hang on a second, I want to check something real quick. Yeah, man, that shit was disgusting. It was a nice ass move though. Really nice setup. That setup, guys, I send it out in Telegram. So, if you miss out on that, I mean, I don't know how else to get you the trade. I send it out to the Telegram. Everyone that's in there got it. If you're not in there, the link is in the description, guys. I mean, it's free. You just click on it and join. So, yeah. It's on you guys if you're not in there. I hope you guys are, and I hope you guys do join the Telegram. But oh, you know what? Hold on a second. Sweet. Yeah, man, hell of a fucking start to the month of May. How about that? Last week I ended up closing that small account, or ending the week with the small account at a 262% increase gains, and now we are, I mean, I'm way over 1,000 now. It's just running. I should probably just close it out and say fuck it, right? Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and close it out just because I want to trade with you guys London session. So I'm gonna take my profits. I'm just closing it all out, taking my money, closing it all out. And we're good. Closed out at my 1270. 1270. Ended up taking these like 100 pips, which is all good, guys. I mean, we can catch moves back up like retracements, pullbacks, and to the downside again. But this way, you know, I can trade with you guys for the London, and I'm not having to pay attention to my chart here. All right, so you know how we do, guys. We do clean charts, clean analysis. This was setups from last week, so we're on GJ here, and we go ahead and delete everything. Clean charts, guys. You know how we do it. Top-down analysis. Let's look at the week. All right, so this week we're starting out. We're already bullish. Last week we ended bullish engulfing. So it does look like we want to move up to the top here. To the upside, we have, looks like a little trend here where with a higher high and higher low. So we'll see what happens here. I mean, right now it's pushing up, but it's the beginning of the week, right? We do have this resistance up here, support down here, so we want to keep in mind these price points, right? 149, 628, and 153.10. All right, let's look at the daily. Okay, daily. I mean, it's still kind of forming that trend, right? It's trending. You got the low here, higher low, high, higher high, higher low, and I mean, right here it's breaking this market structure already. So on the daily, this is a new day. Well, I mean, it's like 9 hours into the new day, and it hasn't really had any volume. I mean, pre-London is about to start, and then London opens at 2, so I mean, we have some time. But yesterday, I mean, we closed the day bullish, but it's important to note that yesterday, although we closed the day bullish, we did not overcome the previous candle. See that? It closed just below there, but I mean, this is some nice volume. So I mean, and it was Monday, there was bank holidays and whatnot. So Tom, what's good? Good morning, good morning. All right, so that's what we have right there. Let's look at the 4 hour. What do we see? What do we see? What do we see? What do we see? All right, so 4 hour here, you know, we have this resistance right there, and then we have this support. And you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and cover this wick because this is a 4 hour. I'll probably end up making that a little smaller here when I refine it in just a second, but I want to make sure I'm good with this, which I am. Let's see the hour. Oh, those are just 2 solid candles there, huh? That could have very easily just been a fake out. Let's see what the 30 minutes has to say. Damn, solid candles. Okay. It's all good. All good. All good. I'm gonna do, because it looks like that was just a fake out to the upside before it came collapsing down. Alright. So let's look at the 30 minute. See what we see. See what we see. Alright, right away I'm gonna see right here at the bottom of this range. If we break out towards the bottom, we got a nice little range here, 26 pips. And if we break that, we can move down here about 57 pips or 67 pips. So not bad, not a bad range. I'm gonna go ahead and mark up these targets right here. Got targets, 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 targets. All right. And to the upside here, I mean, all of this is that nasty, dirty traffic. You don't want none of that. None of that. So maybe if we broke out from here, we have a range of about 11 pips. Man, I really don't like this at all, but to the top, 28. 47, but we have this level of resistance. I mean, so I'll go ahead and mark this up, but we'll see what happens when it reaches these levels. It's a setup right here for GJ. Remember guys, main thing here, we gotta be patient. We gotta wait for price to set up. We gotta wait for our entry signals. We gotta read price action. It's not just about taking this number here and then going about your business. I mean, if you know how to read price action, then by all means, you know, take the level and run with it. But if you're just taking this number down and thinking this is what you need to win a trade, you are mistaken, my friend. A lot more than that. 588. Much rather have the sell than the buy, to be honest. Just because of the traffic setup, like this is disgusting. Like, really, probably have a better price buying above this area, like a better probability, I should say. So, but we'll see. I mean, see how it goes. We'll watch it, read it, watch it, see what's up. All right. All right, Roman, closed out my trades and I literally doubled my account one day. Literally disgusting. You're welcome, brother. I'm here for it. All right. Let's see here. You guys want to see gold? I mean, we already know what gold's doing. The setup is literally the same. We can literally just take this, put it right here. Say once it breaks, you can take a sell, breakout, this level, about 94 pips right there. And literally just do it again. No, Roby Hunter, what's up? Morning, lads. Double my account on that gold move. Good, feels good. That's what's up, brother. I'm happy to hear it. I can't like explain how much, like, how good it makes me feel to see other people make some money. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I can make money for myself all day, but like when I see people come on and they're like able to make some money with these ideas and these live streams, like that's the whole reason. So I feel good about that, happy about that. If you guys are on here and took that trade, man, made any profits, go ahead and screenshot and send me a DM on Instagram or tag me on Instagram, Lord Banks FX. I want to see how many people actually made some money, man. Because I mean, I put in a lot of time and a lot of effort for you guys to be able to catch these with me. And if you guys are not catching them with me, I mean, I want to see what I can do to make it better, you know, to help you guys out. So that'd be cool if you guys could do that. But anyways, gold, I'm not gonna do a top-down analysis on this because I already have my analysis basically on this. I mean, we've been trading this since this morning. I called this out around 9:30, 9:40 in the morning. And I mean, I took 100 pips on it right now. Nairobi doubled his account. Roma doubled his account. I mean, I don't know what else to tell you guys. If you're watching this live stream afterwards, make sure you're in my Telegram. Make sure you're keeping up with my Instagram. I'm sending out all the goods on there. So for this to the upside here, if we were to break out to the upside, I want to wait to see some level of resistance being formed, because all of this is pretty messy up until maybe like right here, but then the next level would be right here, and this would be in a 4-hour zone, and we reverse heavily on all of those, so we would have to wait to see when was the last price. Let's see, it was over here. So if we were to break out from there, I mean, we have a little move here, about 54 pips, target 1, 93 target 2, 136 target 3. I can go ahead and write these up. Boom. 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 Right. And you know, to the downside, obviously, we already have these targets here. There's one right there. Break that. Here's another one. A couple targets here for you. This is a nice pullback, guys. If you're still in this, I would pay attention to this, because it's a good area to scale in and add another position, right? Especially if you're in from up here. You got to understand, like up here, you already adjusted your stop loss to break even, so you're no longer risking that original risk, and this is just another good setup on the overall setup. So you could take a trade within the same setup and have that same risk, because you're no longer risking, right? So if you risk 1% here and you're no longer risking and you're in profit, and this one pulls up in a pullback, like, you can risk another 1% right there. You know, that's literally all I've been doing to scale the small account. Like, I identify big moves on the 4-hour, entry on the 5 or 15, and then I watch it till it pushes down into profit, and the pullbacks is where I enter in a scale in another position. You know, like once I have like my position in profit, you know. So it's not a difficult thing, man, and that's what I talk about. You know, the capital doesn't matter. You know, I have people hitting me up about, oh, how can I make this happen for my FTMO account, my funded accounts and shit. And you don't need a funded account, man. Like, you know, you want a funded account because you think you need bigger capital, and that's not it. That's not it. Like, the capital doesn't matter. If you are a great trader, if you know how to trade, you know how to trade, point blank. You know what I'm saying? So like, if you're a good trader, you can scale a small account and you can make the money you want. But I mean, that's gonna be on you guys. Like, I don't know what else to tell you. But anyways, yeah, I finished that account, the small account, at $1,200. I don't know what else you guys, what other kind of challenges you guys want to see. How do you identify the trend on 4-hour for big move, and when do you get out of your positions? Bro, 4-hour, the easiest thing to trade on a 4-hour is zone to zone, because these are like swing trades. Okay, if you don't know what zone to zone trading is, look it up, or I'll try to make a video and put it on my YouTube so you guys know what I'm talking about. But basically, zone to zone trading is this: there's this zone right here, right where it rejected, and then this zone down here. and you see prices bouncing between this zone. Like once it's touched up here, I mean, it has time, but eventually it comes and touches this one too. And once it touches this zone, eventually it comes up to touch this zone. So just by identifying that I'm in this huge range right here, for me, I knew right away when I saw this morning that it was in this zone to jump into a sell. And I did, and this was a fat ass wick that just wicked out and then started moving down. I mean, look at the last 3-4 hour candles. They're all bearish. Like, I jumped in from up here. I called the signal at 1796, guys, and that shit fucking melted. And it still has room to go because it hasn't touched the zone down here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, we got out now because, I mean, like I said, don't be greedy. Take your money. Like, close partials, adjust stop loss to break even. You know, you don't need to catch this whole move. Like, a win's a win, dude. I put on my Instagram, the account that I had was from last week's build, the small account. Today we started at 470, right? This gold trade was the only thing I traded today, this setup. But with all the positions I scaled in, yo, I'm at 1270. So I 3 times my account from the 470. Ridiculous. Do you understand that? Like, it's fucking nuts. Ridiculous. So yeah, like at 1270 I closed, and look, it's pulling up. Because it's gonna have to create some support, retest, like, and eventually it will come down here. Will it be today, tonight, tomorrow, next week? I don't know. I just know that it will be moving down. It could come back up, retest this again before it moves down. Look at this right here. It came up, pushed down, and it came back up, and then it pushed down even further. You know what I'm saying? If this thing comes back up here and I see signs of rejection, I read the price action to look for my entry, and I don't just let the price come up here and then I enter. Do you understand that? Like, I'm not saying, okay, here's the zone, that's all you got to do, and when price comes up here, sell it. No. When the price comes up here, you read the price action. What are the candles telling you? On what time frames? How does it look? How does the volume look? What time is it? You know what I'm saying? All of those things play a role. So when the price comes into here, I read the price action and I'm patient, and I'm looking to see if it is in fact a setup for me, a signal for me to enter to buy or not, right? So once that happens, I get my signal. Like, for example, this one was on the 5 minute. I mean, I saw it on the 4 hour, but I entered on this 5 minute. Look at this 5 minute. Okay, right here. It was pushing up into this zone. It rejected massively. I saw that. It closed right here. Then I saw this, boom, red bearish candle. And I said, okay, so we want to move down now. And at the close of this candle, this is on the 5 minute, the close of this candle, I was set to get in here, and I was like opening up my phone, getting everything ready. The price moved up right here. This is where my entry ended up being. I entered right there, 1796, and it pushed up like that, and then it melted. Boom, came up, melted, came up, melted, and then it just started moving down. And this was, let's see, yeah, 9:35, and like the next candle is when I sent out the signal. So like I jumped in right away, and boom, it started moving in my direction. You know, because this was my entry signal on the 5 minute. But like I said, I drew this setup, I did this analysis on the 4 hour, based on the 4 hour, because it's a big move that I'm going for here. But like I said, I'm just trying to scale the account, so I identify these larger moves, and instead of one trade to swing it, I come in on the 5 minute, I enter for my entry, and then I'm paying attention to the 1 minute, the 5 minute, the 15 minute, the 30 minute, and just seeing what price is doing to find my scaling positions, you know. That's how I did it. It's nothing special, nothing, there's no secret to it, there's no, I mean, it's just literally I was monitoring this trade since fucking 9 in the morning today, you know. I had other work that I was doing, but I had my charts up and I had my MT4 up, so I've been monitoring it, managing it, because every opportunity that I got to re-enter into another position, I did. And I don't re-enter with this entry here, and this risk, the 30 pips, is not a 1% risk. It's much less, you know, especially with a small account. I mean, you know, for a while you're going to be a 0.01, 0.02, you know. So I mean, it just comes with experience and with time, guys. You got to be patient, and I show it to you guys, and I do it just to show you that it's possible. Like, I'm not trying to, I don't want to encourage you guys to over leverage or try to make a, you know, 3 times your account in one day, because that's not the consistent and best, like, most sustainable method to do that. The way we trade when I come on my lives, that is the most sustainable method. You know, we come in here, we identify a range, look for the breakout, get the confirmation, jump in, take our 10-15 pips, thank the markets, and come back tomorrow. That is nice and consistent. You know, I did an aggressive account flip from $10 to 1,000, but that was just because I'm trying to show you guys it's a possibility. You know, realistically, you should be taking it, you know, a lot slower than that, you know. Especially if you're new and you're not consistent, you're not profitable, or you don't have enough discipline. Like, I have enough discipline to take, man, I mean, even that account, I took losses, like dollar losses, like it was like $1 here, $1 there, $2 there, like, and I'm okay with that. Like, because, you know, if I need to lose a couple dollars to gain a couple $100, like, I'll take it. I'm saying. All right, so we're just waiting for price to set up here for us, guys. It came down here to the bottom a little bit, but did not break through. Looks like it's holding support here and maybe moving to the upside. So we'll wait and see how this thing sets up. Sadiq, what's good? How long did that challenge take to get? Bro, it was a week. I just looked at that. It was literally 7 days. Like 7 days. And then I was like trying to think about like sending out those trades, but a lot of them were scalp tradings and people wouldn't catch them. And then I was like, well, maybe I'll stream it. But like for example, today I was on all day, you know, and I don't want to be streaming all day because, well, like I have to run errands here and there or whatever, like, and I'm not gonna be, I'll manage it through my phone, you know, like not on my computer. So I don't know. I mean, I try to update and take screenshots and record like the account and stuff whenever I was scaling it, but I know there's like some gaps in there, and because I missed like last week, I think Thursday or Friday, when I took it from the 200 to the 400. So that's kind of missing. But once the 200 to 400 went, I mean, literally from 400, I closed out like $70, and then that's how I ended last week. And then this morning I was looking at GJ for a little bit. I closed out like $3, so I was at 473, and then I took gold, and I closed out gold today after, I don't know, 14-15 hours. Closed out gold at 1270. Like my account balance right now is 1,270 with 77 cents. And that was a week that I started it at $10. In a week, guys, in a fucking week. But like I said, it was aggressive as fuck. It's not sustainable. I wouldn't want, I don't trade my normal account like that account. You know what I'm saying? Like my normal like trading account is like this. The quick 10 pips, 10, 15 pips. I'm just trying to come in, get my little bag, get out, and you know, think the markets come back tomorrow. That's it. But yes, you can fucking grow a small account. Like I'm at $1,200 now with that. And I mean, I don't know what I'll do with it. I'll probably just, maybe I'll give it away or do like a giveaway or something on my Instagram. I don't know. I gotta think maybe I'll take it to 5,000 now or to 10,000. What do you guys think? It's at 1270 with 77 cents. Should I take it to 5,000 or 10,000 or take it to 100,000? Should I take it to six figures? I can take it to six figures. No, it's not a difficult thing. Take it to 10K. Amazing, great trading. Appreciate it, bro. Yeah, I can take it to 10K and show you guys and then keep scaling it from there. It's just like I put a lot of time and effort into it that then I don't really like trade my account. So that's the only thing. But I mean, like I don't mind showing you guys how to do it, you know. 100K and give me a Lambo. Take it to six figures. Yeah, bro, get your own, bro. Like, I mean, I'm giving you guys all the tools and the resources. Like, if you still don't know how to trade consistently and be profitable, go back and watch my streams, bro. Like, all the answers are in there. There's no fucking secret here. Like, I mean, I did it in front of you guys. I trade live with you guys. We make profit live. I mean, we take L's live too, but we manage those L's, you know? That's what it's all about. So, I don't know, man. I think that if you guys can focus, I wonder what, what that percentage is. What is $10 to 1270 percentage? I want to know what my gains are. It's like 10,000%. Something stupid, right? Like 12,700%. Yeah. So basically, that small account, in a week, I grew it by 12,700%. That is ridiculous, guys. I mean, that is crazy. I'm just like doing numbers here. Really crazy. Anyways, that's GJ. We're still waiting on that. Here is gold. It looks like it's finally pushing back down. Just being patient. Just being patient. Oh shit, you know what? I forgot to... Hang on a second, guys. Whoops. Whoopsie. Hang on one second. Oh, my bad, dude. I was on mute. Alright, so gold is moving back down here. Might get a second entry right there. Right there, right there. Let's have a phenomenal month for May. Gotta speak it into existence, guys. Being patient on price, waiting on price. We got about 17 minutes left on this candle. DJ is kind of chilling. Let's see what we got for news before we forget here. Pretty much good up until NZD 4 p.m. 5:45 NZD. Oh, so all day today is still a bank holiday for the yen. Japanese yen is on holiday. So this might affect some volume. Got to be aware of that. Right. And that's for today's trading day. Tomorrow, 7:15 US dollar. 9 a.m. US dollar, 9:30 dollar, NZD at 9. Okay. So Thursday, 6 a.m. GBP. Got some heavy news for GBP. 6 a.m. on Thursday. So we should be good. Just keep that in mind. Thursday. Look at the Chinese indicator here. Looking like GBP has strength over JPY. See what the losers are doing. 55% are short on GJ. Gold is coming to the level we want to break out of. We're watching gold here. Got about 14 minutes. We really want gold to break below here and close. so we can enter. I don't like that there's not a wick to the top, because this could mean that momentum has been to the downside for a little bit and it's not getting any breathing room, and I much rather prefer that wick to the top. Just being patient here, guys. Okay. There's somebody messaged me on Instagram asking about how can I get from being stopped out early for my trade, hitting my stop loss early on my account. But how can I stop being stopped out early before my stop loss? And the thing is, guys, is you have to pay attention. It's super important. That's why I tell you with like these prices, these lines here in the prices, this is just this is the price area. This is not an exact price. Like, do you understand that each broker has their own liquidity provider that has their own numbers, and they're all like off just a little bit. They're not all exactly the same. And on top of that, your broker has spreads. So you need to account for that spread whenever you're doing your stop loss. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes you get stopped out a few pips before simply because your spread hit, you know? Like, that's something you need to look at your spreads. You need to look at what that price says for you. That's going to be unique to your setup, to your trades. Price is pulling back up. This thing is indecisive over here. All right, wait on price. Got about 9 minutes left on this candle. The only thing that's close to being set up is gold, because GJ is in the middle of this range, which just looks gross. Gross. Here comes gold. Gucci Pereira, what are the trades are you in? I'm not in a trade right now, bro. We're waiting for price to set up. This was a trade I called out on Telegram earlier. I already took profit on that. This I finished flipping the $10 account to 1,000 with this, like 100 pips. Right now, I'm waiting for price to break above or below. I should probably put these price numbers, huh? So you can see potential buys above 1795, 614, or potential sells below 1784, 622. This is I'm more inclined for the sell because I already did the 4-hour setup. In this trade, we took it based on that to zone. We just took, this was just like a quarter of it, you know. But you want to take profit, right? You want to secure some of that money you've already made. But we are not in anything. No trade is activated yet. We are waiting patiently for price to give us our entry. Patiently waiting, guys. Got about 6 minutes here, and it looks like we're breaking to the downside. Want to give it the room it needs to make its decision, break, get in for a second entry here. Abdul, I just joined your Telegram. Let's go. Let's get it, brother. I'm here for it. And guys, I'm not calling massive amount of trades on Telegram. I call a trade if I see a setup and I like it, I call it. Okay. Usually, you know, it's one a day, maybe two, like, you know, maybe we'll get 3 to 5 trades for the week, like, but those are good trades, you know. You can go back and see the winning streak we've been on. You can see the ones when it hits stop loss. I put it on there. If we hit stop loss, you know, just because I have a good win rate, just because we're on a winning streak, does not mean to over leverage, over risk. Do not throw Lambo lots on your trades, guys. Like, that's where you fuck up. You know what I'm saying? You need to be patient. You need to take what is given to you, and like that, be consistent, growing and scaling and compounding your account. Patience is everything, man. Patience pays. Now remember that. Patience pays. Man, I'm tired. I haven't even taken a nap today. I've been up early working. Roma, if gold gives us an entry, will you take it after that huge one today? Yeah, I mean, like, I take what the market gives me, bro. Like, if gold gives me a nice entry setup, like, I will take it. Like, especially because I closed out on my, like, if I was still in this big move, you know, on the retrace, I would have probably added a position, scaled in or whatever. But I closed it all out because I want to trade with you guys, like, you know, and I don't want to be watching the chart. So yeah, if I get it set up here and I put in my, you know, projection thing here, and I'm like, okay, we're gonna put it here, stops here, we're targeting this area, this is where we're entering, I'm gonna enter. I mean, like, I don't give out calls here that I don't enter. Like, I'm doing this, like, I trade myself. You know. I'm not like some of those furus that be just giving out signals, they say, and not taking their own damn signals. You know. I'm about it. I really do trade, is what I'm trying to say. Like, it's what I do. What I do, baby. We're being patient here. We got about 2 minutes left on this candle, and it might not be till the next candle, which is fine. It gives us better stops, better entries. Yeah, and look, Roma, the reason that I would enter, you got to remember, like, be consistent. You know, the day after I made my milestone achievement on my birthday, I made 100K on a day on my normal account. Okay, the day after I made that 100K, I was streaming and I was trading. Like, that's what consistency is. You know, you lose, you still show up the next day. You win, you still show up the next day. You know, I'm just trying to stay in tune with the market, with the price, with how it's moving, how it's fluctuating. Like, I'm not, you know, I have no reason to take days off. You know, I show up, I do the same thing. I appreciate it, man. That I mean, it was a personal milestone. I had never made that much. I mean, I made good, decent returns on a day, but on my normal account that I'm not aggressively trading, I mean, that pays my bills. So yeah, on my birthday. But every year, bro, like, I'll tell you this, every year, my birthday's in April. Every year, April is always phenomenal for me. I always have a good month, April. Like, no matter what. I mean, for the last like 4 years, April is my fucking month. So yeah, I mean, I had a great month, and we started May off fucking awesome too. Like, I mean, we've been catching wins, and you know. All right, so this candle's closing. We got the next candle. This one's definitely gonna break below for sure. There's no way it starts consolidating here. We got 30 minutes for London Open. It might spike up a little bit. I want that wick to the top, and then I want that to break and give me a nice entry. Yo, and also, if you took that fat ass win earlier, you closed out here already. Like, don't over leverage here. Don't all of a sudden think, oh yeah, okay, because of this win, now you can use 10 times the size of your lot size. Like, no, dude. Like, just be consistent. Be consistent. If you're scaling in multiple positions, you better be using small lot sizes. If you're just doing the 1 to 3%, you know, check your stop loss, check how many pips is, calculate your lot size, and enter. If you don't know how to do that, there's an app called Stinu. You can use that. If you want an automated way and you trade on your desktop, there's a link in my description. It's called the Risk Management Tool. You click on that, it's a little keypad. I'm sure you guys have probably heard of it. It's called the Magic Keys. And that thing, one click, and it will take partials, adjust stop loss to break even, like calculate your risk, like all of that. It's a really, really good tool. Spell the app, please. Yeah, the app Stinu. Stinu, like that. Called Stinu. You guys see that? STINU. It used to be free when I got it, but now I think they're like charging like maybe $10 or something for it. But it's just a one-time charge, man. And like, dude, it's very, very handy. New app, yeah. You're welcome. Yo guys, if you guys get any value to this, if you guys took any of my trades, made some profit on the Telegram, any of that, please consider hitting the like button. This helps me gain more exposure to the traders that need the help. Like, the only reason I'm doing this is to help people, and you can help me help others. And you know, if you're, like I said, if you're enjoying the stream, you're getting value out of this, you're learning something, I'm answering your questions, the least you could do is just hit the like button. It costs nothing. Just hit the like button, and that'll help me gain more exposure so I can reach those people that need the help. You know, there's a lot of false information out there in this industry. There's a lot of people that, you know, look to take advantage and scam and steal money from people. And, you know, I'm one of the ones that is out here giving real, honest, transparent information, helping other people. I'm not charging a single dime for none of this. And you know, many people have joined this, many people have made money from this, many people have improved their trading, many people have doubled their accounts and all of that. So the least you guys can do is throw me a fucking like. I would appreciate it. And if you're new here or watching this video after the stream, once it's over, consider subscribing. Consider subscribing if you're looking to become consistent and profitable. If you're looking to become a millionaire tomorrow, some get rich type of shit, this is not the channel for you. You know what I'm saying? I'm not here to do that. I don't mind doing challenges and having fun with you guys, showing you guys the possibilities, but I'm here to share something with you guys that you guys can take and do for yourself, and you know, feed yourself, pay your bills, you know, get paid, put some money in your pocket, man. You know, I remember when I was starting out trading, and like all I wanted was someone to help me in that way, to say, you know, look, this is no bullshit aside. Like, it seems like nowadays every time you look up anything about Forex, someone is holding up a stack of cash or standing on top of a fucking Lambo, or like, you know, selling you a dream. And if you get so focused on that, like, you're never gonna win, man. Like, you can't be in this game and focus on the money. If you want to win at this game, you need to focus on the skill. And that's all I am focused on the streams, is the skill. Yeah, I'll do flip accounts. Yeah, I'll do those little challenges and stuff. But I do it because I'm a fucking pro. Like I'm a goddamn animal at this, bro. Like I'm good. I'm fucking great. I'm a great fucking trader, okay? And I can do that. And I don't care if I lose a $10 account or a $1,000 account, or like, that's fine with me. Like I don't need, for me, I'm okay losing that. Some of you guys, you cannot lose $1,000 or $500 or, you know, maybe a $10 account you can't lose, you know? And I don't want you guys to get lost in the sauce. But I promise you, if you just keep showing up and focus on the skill, you'll have $1,000 account. You'll have $10,000 account, $100,000 account. I'm telling you, I've said this multiple times. Out of this fucking stream, I'm gonna find the next 2 to 3 six-figure traders. And I'm gonna fucking, like, I'm gonna create those next six-figure traders out of this stream. Like, this community that we're building, I will find the next six-figure traders. But the thing is that who that will be, I don't know. It's just up to you guys. It's up to who's going to put in that work, who's going to be the one that shows up all the time and consistent and come and ask questions, you know, like have their trades, you know, documented, you know, who's coming in here sharing analysis, you know, with the charts marked up, wanting to get better. That's what it's about. You know, you come in here just to trade what I trade and make what I'm making. It's not about that. What if I stop streaming? What if I stop sharing these trades? What are you gonna do then? How are you gonna eat then? How are you gonna make money then? You know what I'm saying? Like you have to take advantage of this moment, because I'm sharing everything with you guys and you don't need nothing else. You can take this simple strategy, this daily consistent strategy, and make all the money you want to make. See what we got here. Thanks, respect. Yeah, bro. Like to subscribe. That's what's up, Francois. Appreciate it. Let's go. Yes, sir. Christian Pereira, I want to be a six-figure trader. Let's get it, bro. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. I'm doing my man. Yes, sir. That's what I'm about, man. That's one of my personal goals for this channel. I just started this like middle of March. And I was streaming to nobody. I was just fucking, you know, showing my shit. I mean, and now we have like consistent people jumping on here, showing up, you know, asking questions, commenting. Like, that's awesome. I love it. Look at gold is pulling back up. Some more. GJ's pushing up. Gold is still pulling back a bit, but this is fine. It's 20 minutes left. We wanted a wick to the upside. So if for the next 20 minutes this thing starts coming down, it'd be nice. You know, really it's 30-minute candles, so I mean, if the first 15 is bullish and the next 15 is bearish, I'm okay with that, you know, because it creates that top wick for us. Do you also post trades here? Yeah, bro. Here I trade it live. Is it trade from the 4 hour something you took yesterday? The trade from the 4 hour is a trade I called at 9 a.m. on the Telegram. This trade right here, I called it on the Telegram. And I closed it out right here, right now, when we were getting on the stream. I closed it. I was like, you know what? I'm done with this because I want to trade live with you guys. These streams, I am trading live. I'm waiting for the price to get to this level or this level. I'm here till 3:30 a.m. As soon as I see what I want to see, I read the price action. And if it's a good setup for me, I enter the trade and I call it out. I say I'm entering, and I enter and I put my stops and I tell you what price I got in at and I tell you what I'm targeting, and I trade it live with you guys. I mean, I don't know how else to explain live trade. Like, I live trade it. GBP JPY is moving. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah, it looks like it's pushing up, but you see like these types, like, yeah, it's breaking market structure. That's good. Breaking market structure here, breaking market structure here. But the thing is this, from this break, this break, this break, all of this is so much indecision. It's disgusting. It's not, you don't want to trade none of this. None of this. All of this is no trade zone. Like, you don't want that. You want some clean movement. You want clean, clear direction. For example, break below this. Look at this. Break below this. Nice, clean move down. See this? Clean move. I will take a sell right there. To the top right here, if we break here, we have this little clean move first target. Break from here, we got this next clean move, but we got to keep in mind this 4-hour resistance. You know what I'm saying? That's how you should be setting up your trades. You gotta understand trading. You are creating the rules, the requirements, the parameters, everything. When you're trading, there's no rules in trade. You can sell, buy and sell, like, you know, you can do whatever you want. So in order to win this game, you got to put the rules for yourself. And some of the rules that I have in place, and I do this every single stream, is this clean traffic. That's all I'm looking for. Every time when I'm doing a setup, how do you think I got this price right here, this level, this line that I said, okay, break here is where I'm looking for. Pushing up still. Like, I got it because I see here after breaking through here, we have clean traffic. We have nice move here, this level. We can break through here and we have some nice clean traffic down to here. Like, very, very simple. Same thing for gold. We break right here. We break right here, this level. We have this nice clean traffic. Very simple, guys. It's not difficult. It's not difficult. Fishy Pereira, I'm still in that trade on the gold. Nice. Yeah, you should be in some good profits, bro. I mean, it's over 100 pips from when I called it. John Doe Telegram, is it free channel paid? It's free, bro. Everything is free. I don't charge for nothing. Everything is free. Everything is free. I don't charge for not a damn thing. I used to, in the past, I had a VIP and I tried to do that stuff, but I got rid of all of that. I got rid of all of that and everything's free. I stream for free. I have the Telegram for free. Everything is free. Also, why did you close a trade here? Why not let it go to the next zone support? The next zone support? Oh, because this account that I was trading this trade was a challenge to take $10 to 1,000. I was at almost like $1,500. I had already made the challenge and it pulled back and I ended up closing it at 1270. The account, I ended up closing at 1,270 because I closed it all simply because I wanted to be able to, if there was a live trade, take it with you guys, like actually trade with you guys. I don't want to be here sending you guys a trade that I'm not going to trade. I mean, what the fuck is the point in that? Like it's easy to just tell you guys a trade and not have risk for myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, why would I do that? Like, if I call out a trade here, it's because I'm risking my own capital for it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not calling a trade here or on my Telegram that I'm not taking myself. You know, I put my money where my mouth is, man. Warren White, does it matter that further left is not so clean? What are you talking about? Like, from on the other side over here, you're talking about this further left or this further left? I'll tell you, whatever you're talking about, understand this. Price action, you're focused on the most recent price, okay? So whenever you're identifying your support and resistance, it is the most recent to current price. Here's the current price. Okay, you have most recent resistance, most recent support. So from here you say, okay, if I was to break right here, looking directly left, what is my range? You have this little range right here. Breaking here, what is my range? You have this little range right here. You see, and all this is very small. So that's why I put my line up here, because then to the left of that is when I finally have some nice clean traffic. Now to the downside, here's my level of support. Okay, to the most recent, to where the current price is at. So from right here, look directly left, and this is the most recent. I'm not going to pay attention to any of this before, because this is the most recent. Most recent. Here's a level, most recent, here's a level, most recent, here's a level. And you just go that way like that. I mean, all of this stuff, it does matter to an extent, but not what we're doing here, not how we're trading. We're focused right here. Small picture. We do top-down analysis to get overall moves and directions and trends. Yes. But when you're in the nitty-gritty right here in this moment, we're just focused on right here. What's directly left. That's it. Just look directly left and what you see there. Don't focus on anything else. Most recent to the current price. Boom. You know what I'm saying? See, Sadiq says, I need your patience. Bro, it takes time. It takes time. And I think most people lack patience because they're in such a hurry to make money. And that's why I tell you guys, take the money aspect out. Stop thinking about making money. Don't think about like, oh, I need to make so and so much. I need to make $1,000 to make rent. I need to flip this account to make this net. If you are dead serious about trading, you cannot focus on the money. You have to focus on the skill, because once you focus on the skill, you will just be obsessed with making good trading decisions. Okay? That the patience is automatically there. You're not going to be impatient because you want the best setup, the best probability, the best opportunity to have a good trade. And a byproduct of all of that is you make money. Point blank, very simple. You know what I'm saying? So to get to the money, you have to ignore the money and focus on the skill. As soon as you start focusing on the money, you get greedy. That it fucks with your psychology. It creates a losing mindset. You get in a rut. You blow your account. You think trading is a scam. You think your broker's out to get you. You think you'll never win. And it's just a vicious cycle. Like, you cannot go down that road. You cannot. And that's my biggest problem with this industry and the people that are out there in social media with it, because most of them are just selling to your emotion of money. You know, fat stacks of cash, fucking Lambos, Ferraris, icy chains, trips, private jets, all this shit. Like, but here they are, they're selling $1,000 course. And the course is the same shit you can find on YouTube. But yet, you don't know that before you buy it, but you see all this fancy, nice shit, so you're like, fuck it, I'm gonna buy it. And you spend your $1,000 on that. That $1,000 is what's fucking paying this guy to fly around and fucking act stupid. You know? I wouldn't trust anyone that doesn't fucking live trade. You know what I'm saying? Like, I do this in front of you guys without hesitation. Like, it's just, you know, if whoever you're following doesn't fucking live trade, they probably don't trade, man. Damn, look at GJ. This is too big though. See, this candle is too big because it's going to ruin our risk to reward. If this breaks above, look at our stops are below. 25 pip stop for first target here at 10 pips. Like, you look at the risk to reward. Pathetic. Like, why would we take that? Although, yes, this is the identified zone and it could continue up over here. Why would we this is horrible. Like, I wouldn't take that. I would want this to wick a little bit and then the next candle be the candle that breaks, because then our stops would be a lot smaller, maybe 1-to-1 for the first level, and then we have that opportunity to move to the second, right? But we wouldn't take that on this big candle, because here's another thing. You know how the market moves. The market doesn't move up and down. The market moves in waves, okay? So once we have a nice push up, we will pull back and retrace a bit. Bound to happen. You know, I don't know if it's this candle, next candle, the third candle, it doesn't matter. Like, it will happen. So what this tells me, and especially with like no wick to the downside, doesn't have no room to breathe, it has nothing but bullish pressure, it's gonna need to get some volume. So it's gonna pull back. Let's see here. John Doe, have you been learning from Wicks Don't Lie? No, I mean, I've seen his streams, Raja, but no, I've been trading, I think, just as long as he has. I've been trading for 6 years, and I just recently came across his YouTube channel, and I even told him, I was like, dude, I think you do a great job. Like, I think you're a stand-up dude because you're transparent in the way you know, showcase your stuff. I know he does have like a intake course type shit that he teaches or something, but he's not like actively promoting that, and he's just like on the streams, and he comes on the stream and trades live and shows you, you know, how to, that is it's very similar to how I trade. I mean, it's a very simple breakout strategy technique. It's not rocket science. It's not a secret, like, you know, just research breakout strategy, and not breakout and retest. I'm talking about breakout. Most people don't like to trade the breakout. Look, the breakout is, it's going to break out of this range. It's going to push up and establish the next high before it comes back down, retest the broken level of resistance now turned into support, and what everyone tells you is now at the retest, now you get in. Well, this could be a long ass time. So I just trade the breakout, take 10-15 pips, close 80%, 90%, leave a little runner, adjust stop loss to break even, because it could keep pushing up. This thing right here, I mean, it could just skyrocket before it ever thinks about coming back down. So I come in, I cash out my little bag, take 80-90%, leave a little runner, adjust stop loss to break even. I'm no longer losing anything, and I have these other targets, right? So that little 10% runner could catch me another little bag if it pushes up. If it comes back, it closes them out, break even is fine. You know, I still won on the trade. I got my bag, all is well. So, but yeah, no, I mean, I've seen Raja, I've seen his streams, and you know, I've gone on there and messaged him, you know, and I told him, you know, I really enjoy the way he presents his you know, skills and expertise and the value he brings to the industry, because there's not a lot of people that do it like that, you know. It's a lot of people that are fucking bullshitting. You know what I'm saying? before I would pay anyone to do anything, like pay someone to teach me, or pay someone for their course, or pay someone for their VIP groups, I would ask to see them trade live, you know? Like, do you live trade? Like, let me see you live trade. Because that's where it really matters, guys. Like, you know, your psychology, your emotions, your discipline, your risk management, all of that is trading. The act of you actually finding the setup and drawing it out, sending out a signal, that's nothing. It's like, when the price gets there, do you enter? If it goes in drawdown, what do you do? At what point do you get out? How do you catch the remaining move? How can you scale in? Like, all of that plays a much bigger role than what people think, I feel. And, you know, people underestimate the power of the mind and what psychology can do for you and what your emotions would do for you. You know, like a lot of people, one of the biggest reasons they're inconsistent and they can't make money is because they have a losing mindset. That's number one. And I'll tell you this, you can fight me all you want on this, but if you're not making profits consistently right now, you have a losing mindset. You may make profits every now and then, but are you making consistent gains week over week, month over month, and making withdrawals? If you're not, you have a losing mindset. And what that losing mindset does is now when you come on the charts to try to do analysis and, set up a trade, your mind starts connecting dots where they do not exist, connecting patterns where they do not exist. And that's why you keep losing. Because all of a sudden now you have a need, you have a strong need for something to happen. And whether you think about it or not, you're like that because you've been losing, and your mind automatically starts trying to make things out of nothing. It's the same concept of, let's say you have a buddy and they do something that affects you, and you think they're doing it on purpose, and in fact they're not doing it on purpose. That's just how they are. And you connect a dot and you're like, oh, this person's doing something to me out of spite. And it could just have been a complete misunderstanding. Like, your mind connects those dots because that's what you're thinking about. You know what I'm saying? It's the same with the market. Like, you come on here and you try to force a trade, like inadvertently, because maybe you yourself, you're like, oh yeah, no, I'm patient, I'm calm, I'm disciplined, but in the back of your mind, you haven't made no fucking money. You've been losing. You're not consistent. You blow accounts. You don't have no discipline. You over leverage. You enter trades late. You marry trades. You chase trades. All of that shit. And you're going to come on here and fuck it up again. You have to rewire that before you even think about being consistent and profitable. You have to stop having that losing mindset. Stop being a fucking loser. And I'm not trying to sound disrespectful or aggressive with you guys, but I'm trying to tell you what the problem is. And the easiest fix to that is, I'm telling you, come on here and just take one trade a day and take 10 pips and close the majority of your position. 90%, adjust your stop loss to break even, and then leave. This is what it's going to do for you. In 10 trading days, doing that, you're going to be taking profits. Your account's going to grow. You're going to feel like a winner. You're going to gain confidence because you're going to see the remaining 10% play out. And it will rewire your mindset from a losing mindset to a winner mindset. And you'll stop connecting dots where they don't exist. And all of a sudden, trading becomes easier. Like second nature. You just see these things. They pop out at you. Because you've completely rewired the way your mind is. And if you don't believe me, try it out. You need 10 days and do 10 pips a day. Just come and get 10 pips and leave. Be done. We got 100 here, okay? You could have easily came in, got 10 pips, be done, and get out. But here's another thing. I bet you more than half of you guys will be like, oh, he said take profit is down here. Take profit is at 1788, or take profit over here 1776, and 10 pips. I mean, we still got a long way to go. I'm gonna keep holding. That's the greed. There's nothing wrong with coming in, taking 10, 15 pips and being done. Nothing. Because that will get you to a big 6-figure account. And when you're at a 6-figure account, taking 10 pips on a 1 to 3% risk, bro, that's somebody's monthly fucking salary. You understand that? But you're not patient enough to get there. And that's why you keep losing. But anyways, 10 pips a day, guys. Keep showing up to this. Take 10 pips, leave. Do that for 10 days. Not only will your trading be better, you will be profitable, you will be consistent, you will rewire your mind to become in a winner's mindset, to have a winner's mindset, and trading will become easier. I promise you that. Let's see here. Do you have more info than the Telegram and the streams, or do you recommend like a book or something despite baby pips? Bro, you don't need, like, you want more? Go back and watch my fucking live streams. Just watch them. Just watch them. I've only read 2 books on trading. Naked Forex. I forgot the fucking author of that, but Naked Forex. But that book, I mean, it was okay. It was good to get me understanding price action. But the book that I recommend, that I think is fucking gold, and I still will put it on audio book and listen to it, is Mark Douglas, Trading in the Zone. Phenomenal book. It has nothing to do with the actual concept of trading and everything to do with your mind. And it's exactly what I was telling you guys right now with the whole winner and losing mindset. That's what that's about. I love that book. You can YouTube it. They probably have the audio on YouTube. You can Google, put PDF on there, probably find the free PDF. You know, it's on audible.com, it's on Amazon. I mean, it's all over the place. Just Trading in the Zone by Mark Douglas. Look, this thing rejected. Anyways, let's see here. John Doe, okay, so what is a losing mindset? Okay, I just went over that whole, I don't know, maybe you probably asked that before I went in depth about what the losing mindset was. Hopefully I don't have to re-explain it. But a losing mindset is if you're not making money right now on a consistent basis or profitable in trading, you have a losing mindset. Whether you think you do or don't, you do. I guarantee you do. Because if you didn't, you'd be winning. And if you were winning, you probably wouldn't be here. You know, so I'm almost positive most of you guys have losing mindsets. Now, maybe you guys are just starting to win and get better at trading because you've been showing up and coming here. And that's great. That's what I want. I love that. But I'm telling you, the losing mindset is if you're not profitable, if you're not making money or consistent with those profits, you have a losing mindset. And you need to rewire that. And you can rewire that by coming here, just take 10 pips. I don't care what setup I show, but just take the trade, take 10 pips, close 90% of your trade, and leave 10%. Every single time. Hit 10 pips, close 90%. Hit 10 pips, close 90%. And just take one trade a day. Come in here, hit the 10 pips, take the 90%, and don't trade, don't get on the markets, don't get on the charts until tomorrow. Do that and put 10 trading days where you win, and watch what it does for your mind. Let's see. Nathan Zach says, since you mostly trade gold, why don't you trade during the bridge between London and New York sesh? I mean, like I do trade, bro. Like I just, this is a live stream where I trade a specific strategy during specific time for the live. But I trade New York, like I trade if I see a setup. I have different strategies. I have different accounts that I'm testing different strategies. Like, you know, this, what I'm doing here is just like for this stream. At 3:30, I'm done. I'm just coming in here, trading London session live for you guys. But yeah, I mean, the gap between London and New York, I usually take like an hour nap and then I get up and I have a setup. I might jump into it. If it's a nice setup where I can call it out on the Telegram, I call it out. Like, you know, but all the trades that I take, I'm not, some of them I can't call out on Telegram because they're quick trades. You know, this 4-hour one zone to zone, I mean, yeah, I called it out because it's, look, I mean, this thing was, I mean, how long were we in this thing? Fucking 14 and a half, 15 hours, guys. I mean, 15 hours in a trade. But this was all day, and all day I was scaling in positions, like, just because, I mean, I was at my computer working all day, so I had the charts in front of me and I would just check in and jump in, scale in every pullback. And that's what literally got me to hit the 1,000 on the challenge account. Because I started today with 470 and I just finished, I closed them all out on the stream when we started the stream at 1270. So I made 3 times the account. I made 300%, man. But I do trade other sessions. I love New York. I love the overlap between New York and London. Sometimes, like I like the Asian session. There's going to be some nice volume, like GA or AJ, something like that. I like the indices during NYSE Open. Like those are a favorite pair of mine. Like those real quick, simple moves on my broker counts at fucking thousands of pips. So I enjoy it. Let's see here. Cushy says, where can I get that book, Trading in the Zone? Yeah, Trading the Zone, like I said, online. Just Google it, man. Just Google it. Trading in the Zone by Mark Douglas. John Doe, no, I get it. Okay, cool. John Doe, can you please talk more about how you scaling in? Where is the entry and stop and target and so on? And how many scaling ins do you take on a trade? Can you do live stream on New York session, please? I did. I've done a couple of live streams on New York session, but like, cause Raja does live streams on Wix Don't Lie on there, and like, I think most people go see him. And I don't really. I mean, maybe I'll get like 2-3 people that'll jump on, but because I've mostly done London session, most people don't jump on the New York session with me. And not only that, like, you know, I'm an entrepreneur and I have multiple different business ventures, and usually during the New York session, you know, I have phone calls, I have meetings, I have, like, you know, things I have to take care of. So I don't want to be in the middle of a live stream and, you know, my admin call me and she needs something from me, or she needs to confirm my schedule for something or whatever, you know. Usually, like New York, when I trade it for myself, and I can just set up my thing and still handle all my other business while I'm trading, you know. But I mean, I can look into it and see if some New York sessions I'll trade, but maybe not. Like, I mean, London, I'm pretty consistent Monday through Friday, but I'm not gonna do London and New York streams because that would be fucking crazy. See, John Doe was talking about, can you please talk more about how you're scaling? Okay, so my scaling in is a specific strategy that I created, that I have been working on for quite some time, and I specifically created this strategy to like be able to scale small accounts. This is specifically for small accounts. I don't trade the scaling strategy, the aggressive scaling strategy with my actual account. There's no need for that. But when you have a small account, I mean, you wanna try to scale it up to where you can at least be taking, you know, 0.05 type trades, if not 0.1, right? So if you can get to 1,000, like that's really my breaking point. Like where you at 1,000, you should be fine. You should know how to scale and make money, and then you can like scale back on your aggressiveness, right? So how do I do it? Let's say, and I wish I could. Okay, this is moving back down. All right, we got about 18 minutes on that candle. Same on this is pulling up. So let's say you're gonna trade your trade, and you say, okay, I'm gonna risk 1%, and 1% is 1.0 lot size. For whatever reason, let's just say this is the lot size you're going to use, right? So my first trade, when I enter, when I see the signal, and remember the setup must be on a 4-hour time frame, okay? Because I'm not going to trade a 30-minute time frame, 15-minute time frame trade setup and be able to have scaling in positions. Do you understand that? Like, there's no way that's going to happen, because it's going to be a quick move. Like if you're trading on the 5-minute, 15, 30, you know, that's going to be intraday, like within a couple of hours max. So I look at the 4-hour, so I know that this is going to be a larger, longer move, a swing trade basically. So the first position that I'm going to take, if I'm doing 1.0 lot size, it would be like 0.1, right? I wouldn't trade the whole lot size up front, but now I know I can take up to 10. Okay, because I break it down in tens. So I can do 10.10s basically, because that will equal 1.0. So I'm still at the same lot size, but I've broken it down 10 times. So if I have 10 opportunities, right, it's going to be, you know, and so forth. And I don't deviate from the lot size. The lot size, if I pick 0.110 or 10, it's going to be 0.10 the entire time I'm scaling. So what I do then is, every time I'm seeing price pull back, and this is once I'm already in profit. So the first thing you want is to hit like your first profit level, right? And what you're trying to identify, is your overall trend is going to go down like this. See? So at every top, I'm entering again. So for example, I entered right here. I'll change this color to green. I'll change it to purple. Yellow. Okay, yellow. Enter right there. Okay. Then I enter again. You see, I'm already in profit here. Then I enter again. Oh man, I think this. I come back over here. I can enter again. You see that? Enter it again. Enter it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I got 7 in there. Okay. So that's the concept. You will enter in at these tops because you've identified a trade on a longer term trend to the downside, and you can continue to enter each pullback. See, down, pullback, down, pullback, down, pullback, down, pullback, down, pullback, down, pullback, down, pullback. I mean, you can keep going because you know on the 4 hour, you're moving down zone to zone here, looking to come down to this. Now you see, I didn't even trade that whole thing. I traded it here and I scaled it all day for 15 hours and closed out, and I 3 times my account. You know what I'm saying? But all these were small little lot sizes. Okay? That's the concept of the way I do scaling. And each one of these is I'm watching and going off of price action. So I look at the 5 minute and I look at the 1 minute. And when you're working on the 1 minute, what's really important is to look at, I use, see, I think I did it on here. Yeah, I use, on the 1 minute, I use moving averages. So on the 1 minute, I do, like the scalping strategy, I do use these moving averages because it just gives me extra confirmation, but I do it on the 1 minute. Okay, on the 1 minute. So on the 1 minute, I'm reading these moving averages, moving the price action, so I can have those entries. And the re-entries are on the 1 minute, not the 5 minutes. So you see, spike down, bottom, pulled up. You could enter here. This is the re-entry. Push down, pull back up, another entry right there. Pull down, you know this is the bottom here. Once it's moved down, you know it's gonna have to pull back. Pulls up, enter here. You know what I'm saying? So you can just continuously move down with the trade and be taking these entries. And my original stop is always the same, you know, $17.99. But what I do here also is, because I'm working with a small lot size, like let's say I was to enter in right here again, and then it continued up like this, you know, if I'm still under my original, I'll enter again. But because I'm using 1/10 of my original risk, remember? So like I said, if it's a 1.0 lot size, I'm using 1/10 of that each time. So the drawdown is not big. And because you already have trades in profit along the way, like even if you go into a little bit of drawdown with the bottom positions, it offsets with all the profit you're already making. Hopefully that makes sense. I know it's a little complicated to kind of explain, but it's a strategy that I've created and refined over, you know, probably a couple years. And I mean, each time I use it, I refine more and more. So just really probably this past year, I would say, is when I really started being able to use it with gold. Like gold before, I couldn't scalp like that. But that's just, it's just a very simple technique. And it's a way to, you're basically taking one trade setup, entering multiple positions and compounding based on your prior position. You know, you keep compounding. So instead of just trading one trade and then having to wait to the next day to compound it again, I'm compounding within the same setup, you know? But like I said, that is an aggressive method. It is valid, it works, but it is very aggressive. And you have to be extremely well at reading price action to know when to cut your losses. Very, very important. Tom Bennett, I'm back. I took a little nap. Let's get this bag, bro. I ate $35 from your hood sale today at TP2. Nice. Let's go, John Doe. Okay, so what makes you enter and where do you place stop? Is it a candle pattern or how do you continue to pull back? Is over and trend will continue. It's gonna be based on your overall trade setup and how many positions you have available when you've taken your initial risk and divided it into 10 micro positions. And those micro positions are going to be taken in different places. Okay, let's see. Francois says, I use this technique as well. Nice. Everyone got to find their own style. Yes, sir. I'm currently stacking the 30-minute candle on GJ. Good advice, bro. 100. Yeah, I appreciate it, bro. Yeah, it's not anything new. It's not, you know, and I think it's so important too to understand that, you know, whenever you find your place in this industry and the way you trade and become successful and profitable and consistent, understand it won't be exactly how I do things or how whoever else you see does things. It's always going to be a version of that tweaked to work for you. And the reason I say that is because not every person is the same. We're all unique. And because of that, we all trade in a unique style to fit our personalities. Although you can trade the breakout strategy and know the mechanics behind that, there may be something you do just a little differently to work for you. Because for whatever reason, I don't know. I mean, I think that once you can identify that, it helps you be more comfortable and confident with your trading. And that in turn allows you to be consistent, to be profitable, and you know, all of that comes behind that. So like I said, you can take my scaling strategy, my scalping scaling strategy, my breakout strategy, everything I do here on the live, everything I share, and implement it. And yeah, you can make profits and take pips with the setups that I send and the trading that I do. But whenever you end up doing this for yourself and not having to watch someone else trade, it's going to be your own version of that methodology, you know, because like I said, there's no two people in this world that are the same. Everyone's unique, and because so, the strategy, you'll tweak it to best suit you, you know, and you could do amazing with that, or you know, you'll keep tweaking until you do, you know. All right, let's see here. So just to add on to what you're saying, everything works and everything doesn't work. That's where risk management comes in instead of blaming others. Very true, bro. Very true. I say this a lot too, is like, you know, there's been times where I take trades and I win money, I come out profitable, and some of you guys lose. I've seen people message me and shit. Same trade that they're taking and they're losing. They're losing because they over leveraged and it went into a little bit of drawdown. They couldn't hold it. It blew their account, or they got in too late. They were chasing the trade, or I got out, took my profits at the take profit one, closed partials, adjusted stop loss and break even. They stayed in and it turned around, hit stop loss. Like, there's so many factors, you know. And it's very true. Like, I could call a trade and I could win that and you could lose. Very, very possible. It's how you're going to react to it. Because I'm not in charge of the buttons and your trading account. I'm not closing it. I'm not, you know, some of this stuff is instinct. Some of it's by reacting to the price action and making a decision, you know. I'm not making that decision for you guys whenever you're taking your profits. You know, a lot of you guys are greedy and don't want to close partials or adjust stop loss to break even. You want to get the whole move. And sometimes the whole move doesn't play out. You know, sometimes a move plays out and goes 2-3 pips short of hitting the final take profit, and you guys will hold on to it and let that thing completely turn around on you, take all of your profits and make you lose. Like, who does that? You have to understand, like, you have to come in here, you know, us as traders, our job is not to predict price. It's just to react to it. And we do the best job of reacting to it. And if we do a good enough job and hit the probability to where we're in a little bit of profit, you have to be thankful for that and take that. Stop being greedy. Take a win over. I would much rather 100% of the time leave money on the table than take money out of my pocket. You have to let that sink in and repeat that shit to yourself. I'd rather leave money on the table than let the market take money out of my pocket. Nathan Zach says, okay, one last question. You are a Forex veteran. You must have seen the changes in the Forex industry over years. Based on that, what do you think of the future of Forex? I mean, as in what? Like, do I think it's gonna go away, or like, do I think it's gonna get harder? Like, I don't think anything's happening with the Forex market. Like, I think the market can have time periods where people may find it a little bit more difficult to trade, but I think that therein lies the challenge to rise up and be a great trader, to still find your opportunities, or be able to adjust and pivot to the market to be able to still continue to win and be consistent and profitable. I don't think the market works against us. I think the market just does what it's gonna do. And I think that, you know, us as people try to overcomplicate it and create excuses for ourselves to where we're no longer winning, or we're not profitable, or we're having problems, or we don't see the market trending, or it's just been ranging, or it's just, you know, there's no volume, or there's no. I don't think I think the statements are valid, but I don't think that should hinder you from being able to be successful trading this market. As far as seeing where the world is going with digital currencies and you know, all the crypto you know, world blowing up, and all these altcoins and all this, you know, potentially going to digital, I think that currency will not flip a switch overnight and all of a sudden no longer be, you know, needed or used. So I think that if that does happen, it would be a slow transition to something like that. That would be in a very, very distant future. And even as such, if that were the case, I think the Forex market would then in turn just be still the Forex market, but focused on digital currencies. They still have value, and there's still going to be exchanges being made between those different, you know, coins and different tokens and different currencies, you know. Because I don't think there's going to be just one that the entire world will use. People are too greedy for that. The banks would never let that happen, you know. And that's another thing. Like, I highly doubt that the banks would just lay down and allow a digital currency that is in essence uncontrollable be the currency of the world, you know. There's going to be a lot of friction for that, you know. I think that if the banks can't beat it and put it out of the market, then they begin to join them and become direct competitors, you know. I don't know if you guys have heard or noticed, but there's even some countries now that some of their banking systems are creating their digital currencies, their digital coins, their, you know, version of Bitcoins and Ethereums and all that stuff. So, you know, the market, I think, is here to stay. I don't think the market's going to go anywhere. Even if this market went anywhere, I mean, the concept is the same with any market that you can trade, you know. I mean, I prefer the currency market. You know, I trade the GBP pairs, gold, indices. I don't trade crypto, and I don't really like to focus on any other pairs. So, but the thing is that, like, I have investments in Bitcoin and XRP. Speaking of, look, XRP is about to be at 150. 150. Oh man, where was this? It was 65. I bought XRP at 17 cents. Like way down. Yeah. And I buy every dip, and I buy Bitcoin as well. But those are investments. Like, I don't trade cryptocurrency, but I know people that do trade it and make crazy money. Like, that's great. But I mean, I stick to what I know, and I'm pretty consistent, and I don't need to trade cryptocurrency for me to, you know, I have nothing to prove. You know, I don't have to become a cryptocurrency fucking great trader in cryptocurrency. M2, ever wondered how banks make profits during zero interest times? They trade and make huge profits doing so. Forex trading will not disappear. Yeah, exactly, bro. I mean, and you know, the amount of money that they deal with, they are fucking definite winners in the market. I mean, they're the ones that can move price, you know, like they will, like, banks and institutions are the ones that move the price. Us, we're retail traders. We have no effect on this price. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to think about us like the plankton underneath the well. You know, we are just getting scraps. Like, I don't care how much money you make trading Forex, millions, whatever, it is scraps compared to this $1 trillion market that banks have and institutions have the ability to move price. There's no retail trader in the world that can move price in this market, you know. So, you know, we're just getting just a slice, just a little slice. We're eating the crumbs, guys. But the crumbs to us is a few $1,000s, $600,000. Like that is crumbs compared to what is actually moving here and how much fucking money is moving through here. Crumbs. I'm okay with that. I'll take the crumbs all day, baby. What do you think about indicators? Bro, I'll tell you this. When I first started trading, I thought indicators was the way to be successful. Because I was like, dude, look, just these indicators and they'll tell you what's what when it is and how it is. But by the time I realized, my entire chart was filled with indicators. Like I couldn't even see the chart, the candlesticks no more. I had like 10, 15 different indicators, all these colors, all these lines. It was a mess. Like this right here, to me, even this is messy. But I draw this up so you guys can visually see. I don't need none of this. I can just see it. But I mean, how would that benefit you guys if I just saw it and just did it? Like, you know, I like to put this price up for you guys because you guys asked for that. I like to identify the no trade zone. You know, I like to identify the target so you guys can see it. You know, the ranges. Like, otherwise it would just be blank, and maybe a line or two like where I enter and, you know, what I want to look out for so I can add price alerts whenever price gets there. But otherwise, dude, I wouldn't have all this. This is messy even for me. It took me a couple of weeks to get used to having all this mess. But anyways, back to indicators. So I got to a point where I had all these indicators, right? And it was stressing me out because some indicators were telling me one thing, and then I had another indicator that was now contradicting that indicator, and then I had another indicator that was contradicting both of those indicators, and like it just, I almost fucking lost it. So I said, you know what, I'm done with this. I want a clean chart, and I need to just get good at that. And that's when I came to know and love price action, because you understand the indicator has to see this data, read it, analyze it, compile it, run it through its algorithm, and then spit back out a graphical design of the representation of this data. So instead of going through that, why don't I just read it myself? I cut all the bullshit out. cut out the middleman. All it's doing is interpreting the data that is first available to your eyes in front of you. So if you can learn how to read these fucking candlesticks, pure price action, baby, I'm telling you, that's all you need, man. You don't need nothing else. You don't need nothing else. Indicators, I mean, use them if you want to use them. If it works for you, great. I know tons of people that do use the indicators, you know, to alert them of a downtrend, uptrend, here, enter here, pick out here, whatever. But look, to me, if for some reason we lose all these indicators and we don't have them anymore, all I need to see is the price and Japanese candlesticks, baby. That's it. And I can fucking make it happen. So, you know, I think once you learn that, you don't need anything else, man. Nathan Zach says, thanks, man. Appreciate the effort and the time you put in. Hey, no problem, but I'm here for it. I want to help you guys. I want to encourage you guys. I want you guys to understand that, you know, wherever you are in your journey, in your specific journey, like, more than likely I've been there and I've been past it and I got through it and I'm on the other side, and I'm here to tell you it's possible and you can do it too. You just can't give up. And I don't care if you blow your account, and I don't care if you lose money, and I don't care if you have a string of losses. Like, you have to just keep coming back and keep showing up. If you can do that, I promise you, you will win. You blow your account, go do some side jobs, scrape up some money, do whatever you got to do to fund your account again, and learn from that lesson. Do better, get better. Progress, not perfection. Focus on those things and you will win at this game. I promise you. John Doe says, but you use MEAs to enter your scaling. Yeah, the scaling ins, like I said, I use pure price action on my strategies, but my scaling in scalping strategy is using moving averages only because I'm trading on a fucking 1 minute, bro. Like, and this helps me visualize a lot faster here. Boom, boom, boom. Because 1 minute price action, I can't do that. Like 5 and 15 minute, more 15, 30 minute, I have a better idea. But 1 minute, bro, the 1 minute price action is crazy. And it's not strong enough. So the moving averages, yes, I do use it on only this specific strategy, but only to visually see important levels to me. Let's see here. So we're still waiting for this. It looks like gold's finally coming down here. We got GJ moving to the downside as well. 18 minutes left here. It is 2:41. We're in the London session. London opened about 41 minutes ago, and we are still being patient, waiting for our entry. This is what it's about, guys. It's a waiting game. Remember, patience pays. We might have an entry here on gold, though. Be patient, guys. See here. Guys, if you're just joining the stream, welcome to Lord Banks FX. I am your host, Lord Banks, and I live stream Forex Trading Monday through Friday, 12:30 a.m. Central to 3:30 a.m. Central. And if you're new, please consider subscribing. Hit the notification bell so you're notified when I go live. Also, there's a link to my Telegram in the description where I send out free trade ideas, breakdowns, analysis, and updates. My Instagram link is also in the description if you guys want to follow me on there. I post updates, do giveaways and challenges on there as well. And yeah, guys, if you got any value from this stream, if you've learned anything new, if you've taken a trade with me on my Telegram or anytime in the past, please consider liking the video. This will help me gain the more exposure and help other traders as yourself, especially the ones that need it. And that's, you know, kind of the goal here. So you guys can help me help them. I would definitely appreciate it. Cost you guys nothing, just 2 seconds. Take 2 seconds to like it, and we'll get back to it. But other than that, we are waiting here for our setup patiently, being very, very patient. Because here's the thing, look at this candle. Yes, we wanted to break and close below here, but we have no wick to the top. We have no wick to the top. So what does that tell me? That tells me that this is an impulse move, and it is bearish, engulfing 1, 2, 3 candles, but it's gonna have to pull back. We're 15 minutes, 15 and a half minutes. The first half of this candle, 30-minute candle, has been to the downside. So the next half might be the upside. Ideally, I want a candle that has a wick to the upside and wick to the downside, because it gives me that breathing room, because the market doesn't move just up and down, it moves in waves, right? So like I said, we're waiting on this. We have about 15 minutes left, and I wouldn't be surprised to see this pull back up and start forming a top wick. Otherwise, it's going to be an impulse move that's going to have a sharp pullback. Hopefully that answered your questions. Man, I haven't taken a nap today. I'm a little tired. But yeah, man, keep them coming. I mean, I'm here for it. If you guys have questions, I'm here to answer them. I have nothing else to do. Okay. GJ's pulling back up. A lot of indecision here. Boom, boom. This push up was invalidated by this push down. So it's still in this no trade zone. No trade zone. Adrian Pena, you mentioned something about an entry coming up. Yeah, here. I mean, we're waiting for a break below or above. But like I said, we don't just get a break and enter. We're patient, we're calm, we're cool, we're collected. We're reading this candle. What do we see? We see that this candle is bearish, first of all. Second of all, it's engulfing this candle, this candle, this candle. Okay, so this one candle is overtaking 3 right away. Okay, this is good volume, good momentum to the downside. The only thing I do not like about this is that there's no wick to the top. When there's no wick, there's usually a hard pull back to the opposite direction. And this 15 minute or the 30 minute, there's like 12 minutes, 13 minutes left. So do you understand? 30 minutes, there's 2 15-minute candles, right? So this 15-minute candle went all the way down. The next 15-minute candle could be the one that pulls up. And if it does, it's going to pull up, close bullish, and the price is going to be up here. So if it closes here, then the next one we want to watch to see what's going to happen, because more than likely it's going to be a sharp pull up because there's no wick here. And the market, it's better when there's wicks because it breathes. You know, not heavy wicks, but you know, decent wicks to where I know it's flowing, you know, like if there's these sharp moves like that, then there's going to be a sharp move to pull back, you know. That's why I say price action is these levels, these are just suggestions, guys, like of where we could potentially buy. That's why I put potential. Like we could potentially buy above here, we could potentially sell below there, simply because of the clear traffic we have. But we still have to get there and see what the price does at that level and then make a decision. We don't just sell it right there at that price. We wait, let price come here. I want to see it close below, not just the wick, but the body, and see how that candle looks in comparison to the previous candles. If I like it, I'll trade it. If I don't, I won't. I'll stay out. Because the whole game is getting the best probable, like getting the best setup, the highest probability in your favor. That's your edge. And you have to be patient enough to do that. You can't be scared that you'll miss it or that it's gonna fly on you. Let it fly. That's not the trades we're looking for. What we're looking for is what's gonna follow exactly what we want. And if it's not that one, it's not that one. Even if it ends up going to your take profits and towards your direction, you have to be mentally tough enough and disciplined enough to not jump into it, you know. So like I said, we wait for price to get there, for us to read the price action, and then take whatever action we think needs to be taken. EBP, GA. See, John Doe, can we do a full trade together from start to finish? How you find it, take it, and your thoughts when we in it, and take it together to stop or take profit? Yeah, bro, that's what I do on my live trades. Like, I mean, obviously right now hasn't set up, but I can't control when a trade's gonna execute. You know, I get on from 12:30 to 3:30. That's when I'm executing a trade. Now, I've had times where I jump on and right away we were getting in, and you know, within the first hour we already took profit. I've had times where it doesn't set up to like 3 or 3:30, you know, like it just depends on how the market is moving. But that's the whole purpose of the live. The live is I do top-down analysis from clean charts. Everything is erased. I start clean charts, and I start on the weekly. I go over the weekly, I go over the daily, I go over the 4 hour, I mark up the zones, I refine it on the 1 hour, I find my trade zone, the current zone it's in on the 30, and identify my ranges for potential buys and potential sells, mark it up here, and then we wait, and we just wait. That's it. That's what I do on these lives. Go back and look at my last lives. Like, there was even one where I was on for like 7 hours because the way it played out and how I managed it. Like, I managed it and I took it and I updated it, but I stayed on the live, and I was on there, and we racked up nice profits on that one. Yeah, we were on that for 7 hours. I think I got off like, we started at 12:30. Yeah, we got off like at 7 or 8 in the morning, because the volume, like, we got in late and the volume didn't kick in till New York session. So but yeah, man, I mean, I do this like, you must be new around here, bro. Because like, I've been doing this for months now. It's literally what I do. Live trading, what you're asking for. It's full trade, start to finish, marking up the charts from clean charts. And you want to see examples of me doing that? Go look at the videos. Go back to look at the other videos. Like, I'm not gonna erase all this right now to redo it, because I'm waiting for a setup on both of these. But essentially, you just go back and look at the other lives. You can see as many examples as you want. And also, guys, like, you know, if you're new here and you haven't seen some of my other lives, like, it's not just the trading there, like, just how I've been going over like a bunch of trading success nuggets with you guys. Every video I go into this, because somebody will ask something differently or new, and it will then kind of trigger me to have that conversation with you guys about, you know, maybe it's something I wasn't thinking about, but because someone asked, now I understand what you guys may be thinking about, and I answer those questions, you know. So there's a lot of good value in these videos. Trust me. Like, there's some streams where we don't take no trade, where there's no trade, like Mondays and Fridays. Sometimes there's no trade, and that's what the market is. Sometimes there's no trade days, and no trade days are winning days. Like, you should appreciate those days, like, because any day that you don't lose money in the market is a good day. So, you know, I know some people are like, oh man, no trade, we just wasted 3 hours. You don't waste 3 hours. You don't waste time on the market. Like, you come in here and you saw what the price did, and now you have a recognition of what the price was doing the previous day when you come back the next day, you know. So I don't want you to think that no trade days aren't good days. They're good. They're great days. They're just like winning days, you know. But like I said, go back and look at some of these videos. Maybe look at the ones that have the most views or something. I wish I could pinpoint the exact ones that have, but like, all of them have great, you know, pointers and advice. And, you know, some of them I get passionate and I'm like, you know, this is just how I am, but everything's with good intention. You know, all I want is to you know, improve your consistency, your profitability in your trading, because I'm already there, guys. Like, I don't do this for myself, you know. Like, I don't need to live stream my trades. Like, I don't have nothing to prove to anybody. Like, I'm just doing this to help the next guy out, you know. I could easily just chill and not stream and trade and make my money, and you know, you guys would never even know who I am. But you know, I think that, you know, when I was struggling, I remember saying to myself, you know, if I can just become consistent and profitable, I would give back to the community, the industry of Forex trading, and give good value and give good education and show other people how to do it. Because, you know, there's so much like just nonsense out there, and it's hard to kind of fucking wade through all the bullshit, and sometimes you don't even know what's true and what's not, you know. That's why I do the live streams, because I feel like if I'm doing it live and showing you the setup live and managing it live, and we're hitting take profit live, like there's no way to bullshit that, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not, it's easy to, like, you know, there's some people that do videos, right? It's easy for them to go on TradingView and hit replay and be like, okay, replay right here, it's gonna go up, and it goes up because it already happened. Like showing shit from the past is not, that's not impressive. What's impressive is doing it live as it's happening, you know. Now that is commendable, that is impressive. You can do it if you can trade live, but you know, trading live is only daunting to those that really don't know how to trade. For me, I have no problem. You know how many times I've done these streams, and some people come in here and they're like, oh, you're selling gold or GJ? Yeah, I'm gonna buy. It's a total buy. It's gonna go up. It's gonna go up. And I'm like, dude, you come in here saying this, like, send me a fucking chart. You know, you guys can send me charts. If you have charts that are marked up analysis, go here on TradingView, the little camera, take the snapshot, right? See the link, click on save image, okay? Right here, copy the last string of information after snapshots. Copy that and send that to me in the chat, and I will pull your chart up and give you feedback on your analysis, okay? Like, that's taking it a whole nother step further to help you guys out. But I'm doing this so you guys can get better at your own analysis, you know? But like I said, you know, if you're gonna come in here and try to tell me, oh, you're in a sell and I'm buying, it's going up, it's bullish, and try, like, I don't, no disrespect, guys, but I've been doing this for a while and I'm pretty fucking confident. So regardless of your bias on a pair, I'm still going to trade what I trade and how I trade. If I take an L, that's on me. But I'd be damned if I change my bias simply because you jumped in my chat telling me buy or sell. I could give two fucks. I don't care. Like, it's, to me, you can say whatever you want to say. I'm still gonna come in and do what I do. You know, I'm just built like that. I can't. That's why I can't take people's signals. I can't take other people's ideas. Like, it's got to be me. Because at the end of the day, if I lose, I lose because of me. If I lose and I took something from someone else, or because someone said something, bro, that just, it hits different. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's fucking annoying. Like, I'm like, damn, you made me lose that. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to be that guy. So, like, I always just take my shit. I don't care what anybody else thinks. If I lose, I lose. I'm prepared for that. That's why I have risk management. You know, before I even enter a trade, I know how much I'm potentially going to lose, and I'm okay with it. You know? All right, here. So we got a little bullish doji here. Could be indication of price reversal, indecision, very little volume, but neither way is winning here. So that's what we see with this last candle. New candle just formed. It's 3 a.m. And we're just being patient, guys. We're just being patient. First time here. Yeah, you see, that's what I figured. What do you think about doing FTMO account here, bro? I did FTMO account back in November. I mean, I passed it in the first one. I did it in 12 days, the first phase, and then the second phase I passed it in 3 days. I don't think it's difficult, but I think people have the wrong impression about that. I'll tell you this: if you are consistent and profitable in making money right now, then yes, do one of those funding challenges, funding accounts with the prop firms. It's totally possible. I did it, and I showed my certificate, and they send me all that. Like, that's all great, but why would I trade someone else's 6 figures when I can trade my own 6 figures and keep 100%? Like, I trade someone else's 6 figures and they're gonna only give me 70%, and they're gonna give me whatever leverage and whatever like broker. I mean, I don't need to do that. Like, I did it to do the challenge, and I put it on my Instagram and stuff, and I have the certificate and all that. Like, it's totally possible you can do it. But if you're not profitable already and you're not consistent already, thinking that just having more capital is going to help you, forget about it, bro. Because here's the thing, it's not. I proved it with the small account. If you didn't see my flip, I flipped $10 in a week to $1,000. This account's sitting at $1,200. The videos are on my Instagram. I shared some of them on the Telegram. I already did that. If you can make $1, you can make 2. If you can make 2, you can make 10. If you can make 10, you can make 100, and so forth and so forth. Okay? Don't think that because you don't have capital, you're not successful. That's not what it is. The only thing that's going to happen is you're going to have more capital and you're going to lose more money. Capital, don't use that as an excuse. I used to be like that. I used to be like, man, I just need more money in my account, and then I'll be winning. I'm losing because I can't hang on to the trade when it's in drawdown. So I need more capital. That doesn't work, bro. It does not work. And the tricky thing with the prop firms is that you have all this criteria you have to meet, right? So like the FTMO, in a day, you can't lose more than 5%. And max overall, you can't lose more than 10%. So yes, it's a larger account, but you can't, like, you have a 5% drawdown. So if you trade 1 to 3%, one trade and you're done for the day, right? And if you have 2 back-to-back losses, you're blowing the account. So you don't really trade that 1 to 3%. Then you start having to think about, okay, I need even less than that, like maybe at a 0.5%, because your whole game plan should be how many opportunities can you give yourself to trade so you can have more wins than you have losses. So if you're doing 1 to 3% a trade and you lose 1 day 3%, 2 day 3%, 3 days 3%, that's 9%. You're busting your account, and they take that money and then you have to pay again, and you have to take the challenge again, and that's how they make money, like by fooling inconsistent, like not profitable traders into thinking that they just need more capital. And that's not the case. I would much rather have you take that, I don't know how much, I think it was like $600 or $1,000 or whatever, how much that they charge you for the fee, and put it into a real account and trade that account. And if you are consistent and profitable for a month and you come out with gains at the end of that month, okay, then go do the prop firm. But understand this, like, I almost blew my shit right away because of the whole 5%. Like, I think I went down like 4%, like 4.2%. I was like, oh shit. And I stopped it and I was like, oh, I had to readjust my whole game plan, my strategy, like everything to account for that. You know, I wasn't even thinking about that at the beginning. But I mean, I ended up passing it or whatever, but, and on my first try too, like, it's not a difficult thing. But like I said, if you're not consistent and profitable right now, having more money is not going to change that. So this thing is pushing up now. So we're still waiting here. I mean, it's still bearish, completely bearish. You know, it could just be establishing the pullback here, and we'll just wait to see how, you know, price reacts around this level. Play around here. What it does, see what it does. Alright, says real talk. Yes sir, John Doe, doing both prop firm and own account. Yeah, I mean, I did that too, but I think, I mean, it's just like, I did it just to prove that FTMO is legit and you can do it, and I did it. But what do I prefer? I mean, I prefer my account, trading my own money and withdrawing whenever the fuck I want. Like FTMO, you gotta wait a whole month, like, to get your, you know, and then on top of that, at the month, like, you can only you can only take 70%. John Doe says, maybe also easy for psychology. It's not your money and you can only lose what the challenge costs, but you can make a lot of money. Yeah, no, but that's, you're setting yourself up for failure, bro, because, you know, you're literally trying to tell me that you're trying to trick yourself into having a better psychology. You understand? So you're telling me you're gonna try to trick yourself by trading someone else's money, so you're gonna be foolish. So you think being foolish, trading money, would result in you having a better win rate or be profitable or be consistent? That, it doesn't make sense, bro. Like, I'm telling you, that will only affect you in the long term. I think that people that trade prop firms are consistent and profitable, and I don't know, for whatever reason they want to trade the prop firm money. Like, I don't know, I mean, maybe they're not happy with the brokers that they use, or maybe they want some kind of different structure or the clout, or to be able to say they are, you know. But I mean, I traded it for a few months, and it's real. You can make money. They'll send you, they'll wire you the money whenever your profit split at the end of every month, or whenever your profit split date is. But you gotta wait a whole month for 70%, and you're still limited on your drawdown stuff. So I don't know, I mean, sometimes I just feel like people are eager to do something like that because they think they need more capital, which is completely wrong. Like I said, if you can make $1 in this, you can make whatever you want. You know, you just have to replicate it, duplicate it, create a system, and continue to push forward with it. There's 310. We got about 20 minutes left here. This candle is pushing up on gold. GJ's pushing up as well. Doesn't look like it wants to give us a setup. But guys, you know, pay attention to these price areas because these are still valid for New York. Like, you know, if it comes down here, like, see what that candle does. And even if you don't take the trade, you know, set up one of these like hypotheticals. Like, okay, what if I was to take it here and put my stops here? Like, let me see how this plays out, and just watch it. You know, like, that helps you gain experience. If you're not confident enough to take the trade yourself, because I get off, I'll be off in 18 and a half minutes. I only stream till 3:30. I take a quick nap, and then I get ready for New York session so I can trade New York. And if I see a nice setup during New York, I'll call it out on the Telegram. Yeah, but both of this looks pretty much exhausted. I know there's got to be a nice pullback here. See what this area looks like. Really, look, this could be like a huge fib retracement. You see this? This whole swing up, boom, retraced into this area, respected it, pulled up. So now, I mean, it could be now on the continuation, we could break this zone. Who knows? We don't predict price, we just react to it. Remember that. Oh, you know what, guys? I will be back in 2 seconds. Be right back. All right, guys, I'm back. Sorry about that. I had forgot I had left my dog outside in the backyard and had to let him in. Anyways, where were we? Says here, Jonah, but isn't the drawdown fair? Do you really like to have more than 10 drawdown? No, or 5% a day? No, obviously not. Obviously not. But like, you know, it depends on your trading plan, how you have your trading plan set up. But I think that additional factor, like, it just, you have to account for it. You really do, because I can't trade mine how I normally trade, and I only risk 1 to 3%. I can't trade that way with the parameters of FTMO. Like, I was trading and only risking like 0.5%. So it's just a little different, but yeah, you want to lose like 5% in a day or 10%. Like, that's horrible. But will you have losing streaks? Yeah, those happen. Will you have times where you lose 5% in a day? It could happen. Yeah, it could happen. I see there's definitely times where that could happen. And for that to happen and then lose out completely, like, you know, I don't like it personally. And on top of that, like I said, I'd much rather be doing my own money, you know. But anyways, we got about 12 minutes left here in the stream. This thing is pulling back. This is a nice pullback. If you're still in this trade from the beginning here, this could be a nice re-entry if we see some bearish confirmation. Okay, I'd wait for some bearish confirmation. If you haven't entered this trade, I'd wait for the breakout here for the probability. The only reason I'd say different for the people that are still in this trade from earlier is simply because you have profit. You're in profit, and entering at this point, whatever push phase it has continuation to the top side or wicks, it's breaking even with the profits you're already making, you know. So I still think this will continue to the downside, but like I said, it could come up and finally break or retest the second time. If we look at this, side over here, what did it do here? It rejected it here. Well, rejected it here, pushed down, came back, retested it, and then rejected it, made the big move, right? And then moved up, tested it again, and boom, fell. So this could easily have this push phase, move up, pull down, move up, reject it again, and then fall. I don't know. We don't predict price. We just react to it. So, like I said, if we get some bearish confirmation here, you could potentially enter a scaled position in here if you're already in it. If not, I would wait for the breaks, the downside here or to the upside. Still valid. Those could potentially play out in New York. And remember, the price isn't. This price is just to show you an area. You need to look at your chart with your broker and account for the spread as well, because the price will be off a bit, you know. Every broker is different. Every broker has their own spreads, and you got to account for that. But if you're just joining the stream, guys, we aren't in a trade. We haven't taken a trade. We've been patient. We're waiting for a trade to set up. Doesn't look like it's setting up for us here. It may set up for us in New York. But if you're new here, just joining the stream, welcome to Lord Banks FX. I am your host, Lord Banks. I live trade Forex Monday through Friday, 12:30 a.m. to Central to 3:30 a.m. Central. And yeah, if you're new, please consider subscribing, hit the notification bell so you're notified when I go live. And I also have a Telegram link in the description where you can join, where I send trade ideas throughout the day, throughout the week, breakdowns, analysis, and updates as well. So make sure don't miss out on that, because this trade that we caught 100 pips on was sent out on the Telegram, and I know a lot of people thought that doubled their accounts and did all kinds of crazy things. So I think it's definitely an opportunity there for you guys if you want to do that. Also, please consider hitting the like button if you've gained any value out of this video, out of this live, out of the time with us here. If I've answered any questions, if you've taken any profits, if taken any of my past trades, please consider hitting the like button so I can gain some more exposure and help those other traders that need the help. Still patiently waiting, guys. Patiently waiting. Look at this, busting through. Got about 8 minutes here. Could be pushing up here for the New York volume, which is crazy because dollar is up, positive. If dollar's up, gold is usually coming down. So like I said, this could just be a liquidity grab before it falls. See, what is GJ doing? GJ is just bouncing around. It's because you know, there's a holiday, right? Bank holiday for JPY. So it affects this pair. Ugh, man, I am sleepy. I haven't taken a nap today. Need to take a nap. We got about 6 minutes left here on the stream. Wish we would have gotten a trade trigger for activate for all my new people here. Really could have seen how it was done live, but like I said, go back and look at the other live videos, and you'll see, you know, how we do things around here. And I mean, I hope to see you guys, you know, consistently, you know, tomorrow and the next day and the next day after that. We'll just keep running it up. I mean, we had record-breaking month April, personal milestone for me. Let's keep that energy going. Let's have a phenomenal May, you know, make it go crazy. We shall see, we shall see. It's all about being disciplined, being patient, and coming in, showing up, staying consistent. Staying consistent. Got about 4.5 minutes left here. being patient. Nothing is really setting up for us. Wonder, these are the ones I had gone over last time. Different setups. Yeah, there was like one night where I just went down this list and there was a bunch of setups called Bitcoin is at 55,000. US 30. Anybody like indices? And I love indices, but dude, those things move fast, super fast. GJ. Remember, after a consolidation phase, there's a nice push phase. So, you know, we're gonna consolidate here, and whichever way we break out, it's gonna push. Have you ever traded the FT100 in the London session? No, I don't even know what the FT100 is. What is the FT100? The UK 100? Oh, no, the indices, it's just S&P 500, the US 30, and the NAS 100 are the only ones that I look at. I know somebody, another guy that comes on here, another buddy, he trades German 30, I think it is. Alright guys, we got about 30 seconds left here. Like I said, it doesn't look like it's going to activate here while we are on the session. So just keep these price points in mind. Looking for a breakout either way. You know, you have your targets, you have your areas all marked up. Just take a screenshot, write it down, draw up your charts, do what you got to do. For GJ, here's the one for gold. And just be patient, guys. Be patient, be disciplined. Okay, but that is my time. It is officially 3:30. I just want to say thank you so much, guys. I appreciate every single one of you guys jumping on, keeping me company, keeping me active, asking me questions, keeping me on my toes. I have a lot of love and appreciation for you guys, because if it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't be here doing this. I wouldn't be doing these live streams. You know, I do it for you guys, and I hope you guys appreciate it, enjoy it, get some value out of it. Other than that, I am out. It is my time. I will be back tomorrow. If I see anything throughout the day. I will call it out on the Telegram. I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful, blessed day. I appreciate you guys. I'm out. Peace.